All right, all right, all right. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Ladies Night. Shout out to strong peoples in the chat as always. E Nation representing. Can everybody hear me? Somebody type a one in the chat if you can hear me. Want to make sure we hold on. Boy, everything is running behind tonight. Okay, Dame, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
All right, I want to make sure everybody can hear me in the chat. Hold on one second. All right, if you guys can hear us, type in a one. Okay, good. Okay, good. All right, everybody, welcome to Ladies Night. Um, this is a different edition of Ladies Night. I'm here with the Lady Dame. We will have some more people coming up soon. Okay, I'm here to help out tonight, so because we're a little short-handed. Um, hey, Kenny, man. Okay, I'm not gonna do it right now. We're doing Ladies Night, but anyway, we're kind of short-handed, so I will be here helping out. We're going to be talking about what to do when the black man or the black men you want as a black woman choose a Becky. And this is a spin off of the Eartha Kitt interview. Okay. And so we're going to explore that tonight before we get started. Other people get up on the panel. Want to say hello to the acting host for tonight, Lady Dame. How are you, Dame?
I'm fine. Yeah,
You ready to get into it tonight?
yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right, for the ladies in the E Nation, the link is in Discord. Okay. We're not going to put the link out in the chat for right now because we got people hovering around who want to start trouble. Okay, and so we're not about trouble over here. We're about positive relations. So we're not going to feed into that. So if anybody wants the link, a lady wants the link, just let us know and we'll find a way to get it to you. But we're not going to put it in the chat tonight because we are expecting trouble and we're not about trouble right now. Anyway, okay, so Bell, all the ladies of the E Nation, the link is in Discord. All right, so shout out to Hassan Burton. Hey Hassan, man, I gotta holler at you, man. At some point, man. Okay, I got an idea I want to talk to you about. Shout out to T and those who are doing the 1 o'clock challenge. We're going into day 12, holding strong. Okay, Dame is doing great. We have ladies doing great. Mama Rain. We're going into day 12. All right. So, Dame, are you there?
I'm here. Okay.
Dame, start us off with the Eartha Kitt thing, and then I'm gonna come on in and we're gonna get it rocking. All right, everybody, welcome to Ladies Night. We're about to start.
Okay.
Okay, Dame, kick us off.
This is based off of Eartha a Kick interview. She was asked if she faced a lot of resentment because she married a white man, and she said that yes, she faced resentment. And then people would ask her, why didn't you marry a black man? And she replied, because the white girls had them. The men she
Now,
wanted.
hold on, let me stop you right there. Now,
Mm-hmm.
when they asked her, right, how come she didn't want to be with black men, her reply was because all of the white girls had them. She talking about back in the 50s, guys like Harry Belafonte, guys like Sidney Poitier,
Mm-hmm.
you know, these guys were with white girls. And then, if I'm not mistaken, Harry Belafonte told her after he had sex with her, he told her that there's nothing a black woman can do for him. A black woman can't help him rise to the top. A black woman can't help him get anything. A black woman can't help him get any status. So as far as Mr. Belafonte's sellout mentality goes, It was all about a white girl. If you needed a white girl to get ahead. So basically, that kind of mentality right there is what we face today with a lot of these coons. They don't care anything about their people. All they care about is getting ahead in life, and they're willing to sell us out to do that. Go ahead, Dane.
Uh, yes. So that shows way back in the 50s where it was even dangerous to be dating or messing with white women. This was the mentality. I mean, she did wanted black men, and she tried being with black men. But when how
Okay,
many you gonna huh?
let me jump in there one more time. You see, the problem I have with that whole mentality of the Harry Belafontes and the Sidney Poitiers and stuff like that, I don't understand how can you study the history of our people in this country, right? See what they've done to our children, using them for alligator bait and all kinds of inhumane, despicable acts like that, right? And look at a Becky as a status symbol. This is an animal that murdered innocent black children and still is shooting and killing black people, getting black people shot, still doing it even to the day. How the hell do you see something like that, someone like that, as a status symbol? I mean, you're just totally disregarding what happened to our people here in this country. You're basically telling me when you're with a Becky, you don't give a damn about what happened to our people.
Hey
You
Max,
just,
hey Dame.
hey,
Hey,
Dame, welcome to the panel. Okay.
Hey
And so,
Max. But
uh huh.
I wanted to say besides that, I mean, think about it, that's in the 50s. Wasn't that like a death wish to try to be with a white woman back in the
Absolutely.
50s? Why would you try how would that be a status symbol? I don't understand. Or
So,
how would they help them rise?
so not only did the motherfucker disregard the slave history, but a nigga was willing to die to be with a
Right.
Becky.
Exactly.
Think about that for a second, fellas. These sellout niggas were willing to die to be with a Becky.
Damn.
I mean, that's crazy as hell. And they're like that today. Go ahead, Dane.
yeah, and yeah. So you choosing black men, and black men keeps telling you no, going with the white girl. No, I choose the white girl. Um, After a while, you be thinking, get fed up. That's why we went with the black guy she wanted. You know, and I guess that was too many hits to her self esteem, and she was being chased by all these white men that was after her. So I guess she gave up, stopped looking, or and just settled for a white man.
And you know what? That's really interesting that you say that, right? See,
Hmm.
that brings us to a crossroads.
Mhm.
Okay. So if the black men a black woman want, if she wants a particular type of black man, and those black men aren't available, is it excusable or okay for her to go with a Brad? See, we got to talk about that because I thought her answer was very interesting, right? She married a white man because the men that she wanted were coons and sellouts, and that they already had the white girls, and that flake Harry Belafonte told her that there was nothing a black woman could do for him, and so she decided to go with a white guy. So did she feel that there was nothing a black man could do for her?
I don't know.
Well,
Well,
she didn't feel that way initially, but I guess she was in. If I can't beat them, join them. If I can't get the black men I want, I might as well try what they doing. She's following their example. That
So
okay.
she's following. So she's following the leader.
Mm-hmm.
well,
See,
and
black men, this is what I was telling you about. Yeah, go ahead, Bell.
and the crazy thing about it, she wasn't even, she was only half black, and that wasn't even good enough that she had a little white in her, had a half white in her, he still, that wasn't good enough, I'm just trying to see what kind of advantage, I don't understand what kind of advantage they were having
Hold on for
or
1 second.
receiving from having these white women. I mean, I don't understand. If you just say, hey, I just like white women, but how do they help you rise? That's what, if anything, they'll just get you killed. And that's the opposite of rising.
Hold on 1 second. Hey, Kitty, man. I understand that's your new channel, but I found out that your boy Brandon L and stuff was on there. We don't support him in no kind of way, bro. So I'm sorry, you can't post that link in here no more. Anything Brandon L is a part of, we don't want nothing to do with. Okay? Go ahead, Becky. It took me a while to figure out who this guy was. I knew his name sounded familiar. Okay, but no, no. Okay, anything that has to do with him, we don't support. Go ahead, Ben. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying that, she was half white. That wasn't even good enough for him. But I'm just trying to understand what advantage that being with a white woman was giving him. They say that that a black woman can't do nothing for him, and a white woman can help him rise. How? When he was in danger of his life being taken just by being with her. So how was he going to rise?
See, my whole thing is, what do they mean by there's nothing a black woman can do? First of all, a black woman gave you life, okay? That's one. Let's get that out of the way. So what do you mean that there's nothing she can do for you? I don't even understand what that means. What are these guys looking for that's so specific? What is it that Becky's doing that's what?
Helping.
I mean, well,
Besides
that ain't got
taking
nothing to
your
do with them
besides taking
rising.
your money once she divorced you, I mean,
Yeah, well, that ain't got nothing to do with them rising to the top. They rise to the top because they licking boots, they coons.
right.
It really got nothing to do with Becky. You understand what I'm saying? These cats are sellouts. You willing to sell your people out. That's big money. That's big business with white people. That's big money. These cats is getting big checks. So a black woman, we need to explore that. Okay, these guys keep saying there's nothing a black woman can do for you. So what is it that a white woman can do for you other than kill your kids and blame it on you, get you locked up, get you shot by the police, feed your kids to alligator? What is it that that's so special that she can do for specifically for a black man? Because I don't see no Becky's walking around here talking about, well, I can do something for a black, I could do this for a black man. I don't hear no Becky's getting on here making videos or on social media talking about, hey, black men, come over here. This is what we can do for you because we're white. So
I
what is
think
this?
I think
Uh-huh.
Max said, I think they have it in their mind that when they're walking around with a Becky, that white men are sitting back saying, "Oh, that guy must be something because he got one of our women." No, they're thinking, "Ew, she's tainted now. She better not come back over to us because she's no longer wanted." That's all they're thinking. They ain't thinking that he's made something of himself or he's somebody special. I mean,
Hmm.
I don't know what's in their mind, what's making them think that that's like some kind of an upgrade. It's really
Hmm.
weird.
Okay, Dane, jump in there. I gotta go on mute.
Okay. I was thinking maybe it's a sign that how far you'll go to be accepted by them. That you know having a white woman means that you want to be them so bad that okay, well then we got him. We know how far he'll go. We know that he's not he's one of us, in the sense that he's willing to do anything, sell out, be more than them, more a part of their group than with the black community.
That's a good point. When you look at it that way, that he's willing to alienate everybody that of his own, group and talk crap about the women and everything. So we really got him. He's really ours. That's a good point. It's like, man, you can't get no worse than that. So you worse than them at that point because they won't even do that to their own.
Yep. Yeah, that's to them. That's a sign that you are susceptible to being betraying your community, or you don't consider yourself a part of your community.
Okay, so the way I understand it is the Becky is supposed to make a black man rich and make him famous. If that's the case, what about all of these guys I see out here when I'm driving trucks? They with these fat, nasty, floppy, Beckys. They don't look like they got any money. They don't. I don't see any fame, or if you count smoking a black and mild while you with some fat, Galapagos, okay, who's out of breath like every 3 steps. I don't see the fame. I don't get it.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, I believe over time that they became symbolized as a status symbol. Like some people got rims on their car. A home
Okay,
thing,
but wait a minute. So you with a 1,500-pound Becky, right? Okay. Now over a period of time, now that's a status symbol. You with a woman that damn big, yeah, you're gonna get talked about. That's gonna be fame, right? Like, damn, man, look at that nigga over there with that big fucking horse and shit. No, man, that's a woman.
Maybe what they mean by status symbol is that it means that you have money or whatever, because that's the only time that Becky gonna talk to you. I mean, for the rich black men, the ones who have money. So I guess that's why they see it as a status symbol, because that's when the Beckys start flowing in, when they start making the coins. So they there, but that would be an insult.
Well, the dude I seen with the Becky, he must have had a few coins because he was able to buy a pack of Black and Miles. I mean, how much they cost? Like about $9 or some shit like that. And hell, if you in the North, man, they're like $20. Okay, so I don't see the status symbol.
No.
And if she's 800 pounds, then how is she doing for you, and she can't do for herself?
But that's rich guys that said that, though. I mean, that's rich guys that usually say they're a status symbol.
Nah, these street niggas think the same thing because they on here on YouTube praising these Beckys.
No, they're saying they're getting with Becky's because the black women got an attitude and they don't listen and they don't let them lead. That's what they're saying. Why they ain't with black women? The niggas, black women are overweight and all that stuff. So
the niggas don't have any problem being seen with an overweight Becky that walks on her ankles. They don't have no problem with that. They don't have any issue. I mean, these niggas they're proud of that shit. Niggas walking around broad shit. Niggas walking around broad shouldered and shit. Yeah, man, yeah, man. Look at my Becky, man. I know she a little overweight, but she got that cute weight. You know what I'm saying? Hey, nigga.
But how they gonna walk around and give their own self rug burns?
Well, I don't have to around because Well, I saw one. I told you I saw one. Right, she was so big, I didn't know anybody was walking next to her until she stopped, and this nigga came out from around her. I'm like, where the fuck did he come from? It was like it was like Lucky Charms. You know what I'm saying? Like a little fucking
It was magic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe it was from another dimension.
Okay.
You have your girl's armpits, bro. Come on, man. I mean, these niggas don't have no shit, man. Dude, your girl wearing shoes as big as tractor trailers, bro. And you don't care?
Hey, maybe that dude was caught in her gravitational field. Planet
So you walking around with this hurricane, right? And she tearing shit up, but she big as hell, and you don't give a fuck. Matter of fact, you cool about it. You and your little zoot suit fucking mentality and shit. I mean, niggas be broke down. They be doing their gangster lean and whatnot. Becky be fat as hell. Niggas be like 12 feet away from her doing a gangster lean. Like, come on, man. That's what you call a status symbol?
Okay. Okay. All right. The big Beckys are the.
Hold on. The big bullback Becky's, right? If she that much of a status symbol, why you can't walk next to her? Why you gotta walk like 8-9 feet to the side and shit? You know what I'm saying?
Because it ain't no room.
It's not like they hugged up with it and shit, right?
It ain't no room. You gotta walk back there.
Yeah, but after.
But how you with a woman that takes up a whole sidewalk, bro? You got to walk in the street. How you doing that?
I don't know.
And that's a status symbol. This big person is a status symbol.
Maybe they figure the bigger the Becky, the bigger the status. Okay.
That might be. I don't know.
Big wall. But that's the status of okay. So now, now, all right. You got the average dude with this big this big carcass, right, Becky? Now, what is it? Okay, she 500-600 pounds. What can she do for him? Apparently, she ain't got no money. Well, I don't know. She might have money, but what can she do for him? She's 500 pounds. What can she do for him?
Give him her disability check.
Yeah, well, maybe he can use her gym membership because she's not using it, right?
Yeah, maybe.
You know, I mean, I don't get it. What can this obese Galapagos do? This white Galapagos do for you that a black woman can't do?
I don't know. That's a good question.
Yeah, you know, and these guys get on social media praising these Beckys. First of all, the ones they be praising don't want them. The high powered, Beckys, the really high octane ones, they don't want these niggas.
Nope.
I ain't seen one of these niggas with well, I don't like Becky's. I don't think they're good looking. But I ain't seen a nigga with one. I ain't seen one nigga one of these hot, so-called hot Becky's yet. There always been some fat, fart face looking, big fucking triple cheek, 17 chin looking motherfucker.
What?
Or they look like a man.
That's the only ones they can get because those them higher up Beckys, they don't want to be with them. In fact, they put a disdainful look for him.
She looked like a man, and she got 17 chins. That's bad. Yeah, but this is what you call a status symbol. This is what you pick it over a beautiful black woman. You got this big elephant trunk walking around on her ankles. You understand what I'm saying? And you're saying that no black woman can do anything for you. And you smoking a black and mild. And no black woman can do anything for you. I don't get that. This is the type of woman that when she's in the car, once you get out of she gets out of the car, you hear all of the air actually go out of the tires. Okay?
In a lowrider.
Yeah. With the bottom catching on fire because it's scraping the goddamn ground. See what I'm saying? So you got these brothers on YouTube now, okay, talking about the black woman that's the least desired. Okay, who is desiring Becky though? Why is she so desired? First of all, she ages badly. Okay. She ages terribly. I'm talking about horribly. And then they get these gross ailments, right? Like they grow humps on their back, they got patches of hair and spots and shit. You know what I'm saying? Their skin starts sagging, breasts fall down to the ground. One leg is bigger than the other, one hand is bigger than the other, one side gets higher than the other. I seen one Becky that was so wide, her back looked like Venetian blinds. Okay, so 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 this is what you're faced with. So when you got with this elephant, right? When you got with this great white elephant, you thought she was cute. But now that she's older and she done turned into a big old mountain of garbage, what now?
That's when they start walking behind them, in front of them, pretending not to be with them. Especially when they see a black woman that they interested in, they pretend. They've been with that Becky for a while. The shine of their status has worn off, and they see that say black woman could have went to the same school with the white girl. He chose the white girl. Black woman still looking good, still looking in shape. All all the curves and stuff like that, and be like, hey, want to holler at, want to pretend that mountain that they're walking with ain't with them.
Okay, well I'm trying to okay, this is what I'm trying to figure out though, right? This whole desired thing, least desired thing, and the black woman can do nothing for me, but the Becky can and all of that. My whole issue is I don't see or hear any Beckys on the talk shows or nothing. They don't mention black men except in a negative way.
Yeah.
I've never heard no white woman come on TV talking about, oh, she desires a black man. Not even one.
It's
So
all
where are
one
they getting this
sided.
notion? Right. So where are they getting this notion that the white woman wants them? Oh, so maybe they don't. Right? They're pursuing the white woman. And so I guess so. I guess your starter white woman is a obese Becky. That's the startup. You working your way up now.
Well, it's just that they're easy pickings. You know, they pick the ones who are overweight, low self esteem because they're just easy to get, and they figure they might actually have to do some work and provide and to show something, you know, or whatever for any other kind of higher class woman or somebody they see as more desirable. They actually have to do something, so it's just easier to just take a shamu and they don't have to work so hard.
You know what? Remy Norris has a great question. She says, do you see white women CEOs, lawyers, judges, or any white women in positions of power fighting for the lives of black men? Nope, I
No,
don't.
Mm-mm.
I don't.
they don't even
I
think
don't see
twice
that.
about them.
I see black women doing that.
Uh-huh.
I see black women putting themselves in harm's way on the front line. Hell, there was a bunch of black women out there on the front lines when George Floyd got murdered. You know what triggered a lot of black women? A lot of black women were hurt behind the fact that that man called out for his black mother. That pissed a lot of black women. I ain't never seen a lot of black women that angry before. That really resonated with a lot of black women. They went out there and went to work. They facing tear gas and all this shit. And you got niggas sitting online talking about, look at them white women, black women out there being masculine.
Somebody gotta be.
Yeah, well, you know it's bad when your wife divorced you because she feels like she's more of a man than you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? All right. When it's at that point, if a black woman is with a black man that's so effeminate that she start feeling like a man, it's time to go.
I agree with
It's
that.
time to go. Yeah, if he making you feel like a fucking man, you I mean, come on.
Got his. You get home, he got his grandma apron on.
Niggas wearing, niggas wearing bunny buckle boots. That was niggas got on bunny buckle boots, right? So niggas wearing bedroom slippers with the bunny ears and shit. them big white fluffy ones and whatnot. And so you went. Oh wait a minute. We're gonna get off topic. Let's get back because I'm gonna start clowning. Let me get back to yeah. Okay, so ladies, here's the tough question. Since I got y'all up there, right? All right, we're gonna put the link out. We're gonna take a chance for any other woman want to come up here and jump on the subject. If somebody undesired come up here, we're just gonna leave them in the. We're not gonna let them on the panel. Okay. All right. So there's the link for Ladies Night. If any of you ladies want to come in and get into this discussion. Okay. So check this out. Right. Here's the tough question. Because you know what they're gonna say. Okay. They're gonna say if black women aren't. If certain black women aren't available for black men, then it's okay for them to go and date outside their race if Eartha Kitt can do it, right? Because her answer was, well, the black men that she wanted, all the white girls had them, so she went with a white dude. So what's stopping black dudes from saying the same thing about black women? Chime in on that.
They've been saying that. They've been and doing that way before black women was. So if anything, like Dame said earlier, the black women would be following their lead. And what's the saying? What's good for the goose is good for the gander.
And I believe this too, right? This is what I talked about in my podcast about Follow the Leader. She gonna do it because you're doing it. She gonna think it's okay because you're doing it. This is what I was talking about, like in certain Asian communities and Spanish communities, they don't allow that shit.
Yeah.
They stay with their women. So the sentiment in the community is that you stay with your own kind.
Yep.
So you got niggas out here swirling like there's no tomorrow, but then she gonna think it's okay to do. You doing it. Why shouldn't she do it?
And regardless of how much these men try to say, oh, well, the women don't listen, black women don't listen, they don't let us be the leaders. Regardless of that, in any racial group, the women always take their cues from the men because they expect the men to be the leaders. That's how it's in every other group. It's supposed to be that way.
You just made me think about something. About Harry Belafonte. Wasn't he fighting hard for civil rights?
His civil right to be with a Becky, I guess.
Yeah.
So these niggas was really fighting for civil rights, so they won't get killed pursuing a Becky.
Yeah, basically.
Or since the NAACP is broad of people of color, that means they have access to Becky or Maria.
And you know what? I'm going to believe that. You know why? Because he said to Eartha that there's nothing a black woman can do for him. Nothing. So that's what makes me believe that the only reason why he got himself involved with civil rights, so he can have the freedom to pursue white women. And I bet you all know what, like that. Bill Cosby, Sidney Poitier, they all probably saw an opportunity. Hey, you know what? We can pursue Becky's and shit and not get hung by the KKK. We can pursue Becky's and not get shot by the police. So these niggas put their bid in just so they can legally pursue Becky's out in the open.
That's
Sydney was the mama, son. I knew something was up with him when he had them crazy ass roles that no other black people can get.
Yeah.
I saw movies with this nigga was the only goddamn nigga in the movie. And he was boss.
Guess who coming to dinner?
Yeah. That nigga was boss.
And
I'm like, okay, I know you're fucking Sambo. Go ahead, ladies. It's ladies' night. Let me stop. Let me back out for a little bit. Y'all go ahead.
Yeah. So we do take our cues from black men. That's why things have changed the way women dress. and they're trying to get the attention of the men in their community. So if the whites would they like, so they think, okay, it's the straight hair and stuff like that, or it's the makeup, or oh yeah, they always used to throw back in our face and stuff like that. But if you won't do it, I know a white girl that will. You
Let,
get
let
that
her do it.
thrown at you. So, and then when you loosen up and get loose, oh, now you being a hoe. Sorry, y'all. You
Right.
being
Okay, ladies. Remy says, check this out, y'all. Remy says others can interracially date because their communities are intact. They have their shit together. We don't. So why are we? I'm gonna say. She said. So why do we have this desire of practicing escapism?
hmm.
Is that what it really is? Escapism? Is niggas just
Yeah.
bailing out to be
Well,
cowards? Is niggas going to the highest mountain and jumping off yelling Geronimo? Is that what's going on?
Well,
yeah.
they think they can escape the plight of black people as a collective
hmm
by going over into another community or being with them. They can give themselves the illusion that they're not going through what we are going through. I've made it.
Oh,
I've come up because I'm with this Becky or
oh, check this
Brad.
out. And she just hit us with a gem. Check this out. She said, "Did you know that Sidney Poitier had a black wife, a whole black family, about four black kids, then dated Diane Carroll, and then chose to marry a Becky after all of that?"
Yeah, I
Wow,
knew that.
I didn't know that.
mm.
Yeah,
Well, I don't fuck with Sidney. I
his
don't fuck with Sidney that much anyway, so I never really.
yeah.
I
He's
didn't know
got a
that.
daughter named Sydney after him, biracial girl. She's an actress too.
Wow.
Yeah.
So my thing is, you see, y'all know I'm straight pro black. My answer is, if you're not fucking with black people, you're fucking with enemies. That's the way I see it. And people can say I'm wrong about it. I don't give a fuck. Okay? If you're not choosing the black woman, as far as I'm concerned, you're choosing wrong. Okay? And you damn sure fucking up if you're choosing the Becky. Matter of fact, you choosing the Becky, I'm gonna be disrespect. I'm gonna feel like you disrespecting us and you shitting on our ancestors. I'd rather you go, if you're gonna do that, I'd rather you go get you an African woman from the continent or something, or some Jamaican woman. Keep it black. Don't get no damn Becky because now you disrespecting us as people. You're disrespecting us as a whole, and you shitting on our legacies and our history in this country. You're just shitting on us. When you walk down the street flaunting a Becky, and you got the audacity to flaunt this bitch in our face.
Some of them don't be flaunting them though. Yeah, they be embarrassed. Every time I walk by them, they be embarrassed and trying to act like they ain't with her.
Just
And I
because
just chuckle.
you just proved my point. Good looking black woman come in, they see how much better looking black women is, held herself up and stuff like that, and they don't want to admit that they with the Becky. Because I personally think the going with a Becky or interested in a Becky is the first time that you have a self-esteem problem, you have some mental issue, or there's something else going on that's driving you to go with these white women. You're not that into them to a certain degree. Once they lose their good looks, um, you lose interest. They don't look as appealing anymore. You went with the big ones from the get go. You just desperate. That's showing that you cannot get a black woman, and that you went after the low hanging fruit, as they said, the easy pickings. Yeah, in
You
fact,
know
you
what I
got
want
too
to ask
lazy. You
y'all?
just picked it up off the ground. Didn't even reach up to grab the low hanging fruit.
Let me ask you: did Eartha expose the famous black men of that era? Did she just expose all of them? I mean, there was a lot of black men back then. You had Sidney Poitier, you had Belfonte, you had James Earl Jones. Well, Quincy wasn't famous yet. You had Ray Charles, but I don't think Ray Charles messed with Becky, right? I don't think he was ever
I
with.
don't think
No,
so. Who knows
he's
though?
not knowingly.
Yeah, like I
No,
said,
no,
we don't
no.
know, but
Now he was cheating on his wife, but I think they was always sisters. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
and then Bill Cosby taking pictures with all these damn Beckys and shit,
Yeah.
surrounded by fucking Beckys, like he's some kind of cat daddy godfather. You know, all of these dudes, all these motherfuckers back then. Back then when they had the black exploitation films.
mm-hmm.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
was all of these dudes really into these Beckys? Because when you listen to what that homo Quincy Jones said, right?
Mm-hmm.
Talking about it was a status symbol. I can't get over that. As a black man,
What
that
status
bothers me.
though? What was the status? That's not been explained to us. What was the status?
Yeah, but I can't get over that because if you look at our history and how our people was treated, how the hell is she a status symbol? When you look at her, you should see the devil himself. Fuck you mean a status symbol?
She was the white man's. She was put on a pedestal by the white man, so that made her a status symbol. You couldn't touch her, you
Nigga,
couldn't look at her. So hey, that made her a status symbol. You trying to not be black? Are you trying to get away from your blackness? Well, hey,
see, I couldn't.
that shows
See,
that
I
you're
can't.
white. That you
Well,
got
they
your
were more
blackness, so
concerned
you're
about
white.
status than dying, apparently. So
Well,
yeah.
welcome to Ladies Night, heavily favored. Appreciate it. New person coming through. Listen. See, I couldn't sit down. I don't know what kind of people are these. Like, I couldn't have no conversation with a dude like Quincy Jones without wanting to slap all the teeth out of his mouth. Because I'm serious, man. That would really bother me if you're going to sit there and be bold enough to tell me in my face, after what I know about our history and what our people have gone through in this country, and tell me that that monster is a status symbol, man, I'd knock your fucking teeth out. Seriously, I would feel deeply insulted, like you actually reached out and hit me or something. I mean, I would kick Quincy's ass for saying some shit like that to me. And nigga, you got
in actuality, they gained the status on their own. So what they already are? They had already gained that. Like Sidney Poitier through his acting or whatever. I don't think him being with white women is what got his roles. He got his roles on his own. He just got the white woman because he wanted to get one.
Yeah, well, he was a coon.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was a coon. So
he didn't get one until after he became the famous Sidney Poitier.
Yeah, but he had some crazy roles. Like, I mean, he had boss roles.
Yeah, he
back
did.
then when that was unheard of for black people.
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm.
Didn't he do In the Heat of the Night or whatever too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did that. Yeah, he definitely did that.
Mm-hmm.
But again, I can't get over the stat. And that's somebody like, you see, what pisses me off is that a lot of these guys, we grew up listening to Quincy Jones, and Barry Gordy and all these people, Bill Cosby was the TV dad, and all this other stuff, right? And these guys is with white women, and you got and Bill Cosby had the nerve to come out and address black people.
Yeah.
Like he had it like that. With all of his European-centric talk. All that shit he was talking about was from a European point of view. He was looking at black people the way white people look at black people.
Yeah.
Okay? I mean, you really got the fucking nerve to address black people, and you out here, cheating on your wife Camille, like what, 60 times?
Yeah.
Who the hell does that? What man cheats on his wife 60 times?
And got the nerve to try to judge anybody else.
Yeah. And you cheat on with white women. You don't care nothing about the history about people either. I mean, so how many it's a shame because we grew up on these people and they're not who we thought they were.
Right.
Like I said, Eartha just exposed a lot of these guys because why would she just say that? She's not gonna lie about it. She's not gonna lie. Oh, 62 already? Yeah. How the hell do you cheat on your wife? See, who does that?
Well, he was all about the. It's a total contradiction because he was all about the historically black colleges and making your ancestors proud and all that stuff. You think his ancestors would be proud? Him with all them Beckys?
Yeah, highly favored. He did cheat with that one white woman that looked like a man, that hard hitting dyke.
Yeah.
She didn't look like that when she was 19. When he
man, that bitch looked like she do body work on niggas.
She's one of them American gladiators.
It's my hard hitting dyke. Like she knocking niggas out. Like, damn, man, but you said, see, back then they were using Quaaludes, right? See, when I hear Quaaludes, right, I don't even bat an eye there because everybody was popping Quaaludes back then. That was like a drug of that was no different than fucking passing around packs of Advil.
And they was going to him because he had them. They wasn't like they didn't know. They was doing them too. That's bullshit.
Every party you went to, they had bowls. They had a big punch bowls full of Quaaludes.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah. So you're talking about, well, he giving a Quaalude. He probably didn't give it. He probably got the damn Quaaludes out of the damn punch bowl.
And she probably asked him, could he get her some? Because these people were seeking this shit out. It ain't like he just slipped them to her. But it was his word against the Becky word. So,
I think Becky had the one. I think the best looking white girl he had was the model, the Janice Dickinson.
Ooh.
That was the best one out of the whole bunch.
She was looking rough after a minute too.
Yeah, and then he had Amani, right? The Virginia Slim girl.
Mm-hmm. I don't know.
Yeah, I think he had her. Then he had all of these white girls. Then he had that hard hitting dyke. Look like she eat tennis rackets and shit. That one.
Be chopping on glass.
Chopping
on glass.
Fucking chewing on bricks and shit. You know what I mean? So I would have been Oh yeah, he had Beverly Johnson. That's what her name was, right?
Oh, you Beverly Johnson.
Yeah, she had the Arnold Schwarzenegger. That shit was hard to. You see that? Yes. Speaking of that jaw, it was hard to the motherfucker, wasn't it?
She tell you she be chewing on glass.
Man, she look like she can take a full kick to the jaw.
She be kickboxing tree trunks probably.
You look like she can take a kick to the face and shake that shit off. I mean, you kick that bitch in the face with some fucking bunny buckle boots, she gonna look at you and say, "Is that all you got?" You know what I'm saying? I'd have been mad if they put her up. I'd have told my lawyer, man, get that fucking photo out of here. I'm already in enough trouble. I don't need somebody to think I'm gay too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But getting back to this, I really got a problem with this status shit. I really do. Like, how the hell are you looking at this monster, the atrocities that she committed to our people, and still commit? How the fuck is she inside? Are you insane? What is wrong with these Negroes? What do you mean? And then again, these aren't real black men, man. These are social media dudes. So I'm telling you right now, ain't nobody doing that in real life. Ain't nobody coming around nobody black talking crazy like that. I live in the hood. I don't hear that shit. Ain't nobody talking like that. You only hear this crazy shit on social media, and then when you got punks like uh, little gay dude Quincy Jones, who I found out was a bisexual anyway. He going both ways with a saloon door nigga. So punks like that who already got their little money up and they can afford security, they talk like that. Don't nobody in the hood talking. I mean, you're not coming in the hood talking crazy like that. You ain't coming in the hood talking crazy about black women, and you damn sure ain't coming in there saying shit like Becky's a fucking status symbol. Somebody gonna knock your head off.
That's why they get out of the black neighborhood. That's one of the
Yeah,
status number two. They
they
move
got
out of the
to.
black neighborhood.
They got to. Anybody trying to hear that shit? There's too many hardcore black people in the hood.
Well,
Straight
you know what?
hardcore black people. Huh?
I think in their minds they feel like, okay, having that Becky equates them to the white man. You know, it shows, oh, I'm just as good as you. You know, in their little twisted mind, they think like that's what that means. You know, oh, look, I got one too. I'm just as good as you. I'm a man just like you, so you should be treating me just like you would a white man. And I think that's what their wish is. You know, and it just don't work like that. They don't care who you got.
Okay, so what you're saying is the Becky think that she's on par with the black man.
No,
She goes to the black man.
I'm
Listen, I'm a
saying the
man
black
just like
man
you.
think that he on par with the white man by having the Becky.
Becky.
Yeah, he think, okay, I'm just as good as you. Look at me, boss. I'm like
Wow.
you. I'm like you, boss.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
That's just
Wow.
what it is. But they
We
don't
sick.
see that those men don't view them like that.
Mm-hmm.
We sick.
Yeah.
Hey, what was Samuel L. Jackson's character in Django? Was it anybody remember the name? Hey man, somebody
Was
remember
it
the name? Hey,
John?
what was the
Was
name
it
of Samuel L.
Jonathan?
Jackson's character in Django? Huh?
Was it Jonathan or something? Or
Yeah, I need to somebody look that name up for me real quick, y'all. Find out what was the role that what was the name of that house nigga that Samuel L. Jackson played in Django. Yeah, so getting back to uh getting back. Hey, shout out to Curtis Majors. Appreciate
Steven.
you coming through, brother.
It was Steven.
Stevens.
Yeah, Steven.
All right, so okay. I'm gonna put the status thing down for a minute because I can't figure it out. I can't even wrap my mind around that.
Mm-hmm.
You know. Let's move over to this, okay? Now, did Eartha cause in y'all opinion? As a matter of fact, Frank, a Dame,
Uh-huh.
do you got her a statement, keyed up?
Yeah.
Okay, read the whole statement to us real quick.
All right. All right. Oh yes. Okay. Let me read what the question was. Do you think you faced a lot of resentment just because you were married to a white man? And she said, "Oh yes, that caused the resentment. I was married to Bill McDonald in 1960. People would say, 'Why didn't you marry a black man?' And I would reply, 'Because the white girls had them.' The men I wanted to be with, Sidney Poitier, Harry Belafonte, dated predominantly white women. I'm talking about the 50s. When Harry Belafonte picked me out of his bed in Philadelphia and said, 'I don't want you to take me seriously because no black woman can do anything for me.' I could not help him to progress into where he was going to go. A black woman will hold a black man back. That's what he told me. If I wanted to marry a black man, there wasn't one because the white girls had them."
Wow, that's wow, wow. So this sellout actually thought that a black woman will hold him back.
And I just absolutely don't believe that. I mean, I don't understand how. They already knew he was a black man. Why wouldn't he have a black woman? That's the natural
Wow.
course of things.
Yeah, but they want a certain type of black man they can control. A black
Yeah,
man they know will say what they want them to say and do what they want them to do. And a sign that this black man is for that is that he's with a white woman. That means he's distanced himself or completely removed himself from his community, and he's gonna be
yeah,
more on their side of things than theirs.
yep,
So a black woman can't help him progress, and a black woman is holds a black man back. That's crazy talk.
Denzel didn't have no problem.
Yeah, neither did Samuel L. Jackson.
No, sure didn't.
Hmm.
No.
But
Neither did.
they probably had to fight more. They probably had to stand their gun more. Those that believes in the white woman status, they want it easier. They don't want the fight. They don't have to struggle. They don't have to lose roles out and stuff like that. They don't want to have to think about if the roles what their roles they picking or depicting. You know.
Okay, we got a couple of comments coming in. Curtis Majors said, "I never dated outside my race and will never. My loyalty is to black women in the black community. Decent black power, Curtis Majors. I'm with you on that." Hassan Burton says, "All Harry's activism is an act just like his career." Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah.
I mean, he was full of shit.
But you know what, Dame? I'm just thinking, it don't seem like Denzel or Samuel Jackson had too much problem because them niggas was getting rolled left and right for a straight stretch. Every time you look around at one point, one of them was in a movie. They had movies back to back to back. So I don't know if it was
Different
the
generation.
studios they was going through or what, but they didn't really seem like they were going in or fighting too hard. They just knew what their worth was and they knew what their talent was, and people desired to have them in their films.
Hmm.
And you
Okay.
know what?
But
Becky sees the black man, these niggas, as a mark
Yeah,
because they be getting. Didn't the Becky get Tiger Woods?
yeah.
yeah. Hmm.
Well, he Malaysian or whatever he anyway.
And David Justice. Oh no, wait a minute. That was a black woman that tore David Justice out the frame. That was what's her name's mother, Robin Gibbons' mother, Ruth Roper. Boy, that black woman ain't nothing to play with. She scares me. Yeah, go ahead,
Okay.
Dan.
Oh yeah, as I was saying, different generation, and because this is talking about back in the 50s, Denzel, and then we're with the 70s and 80s.
Yeah,
Yeah, and you got to understand the mindset of the 50s. That's why Bill Cosby is chastising the black people. They felt at that time if they act this way, they be this way, be proper, stand up, all these different ways. Think of all the things Bill Cosby jumped on black people about. That then they wouldn't have the problem with white people. They wouldn't have the problem with the police. That was a way they thought of the way to defend themselves from attack by white people. They
yeah,
Okay,
act.
hold on one second. Let me read something that Emmanuel Briggs just wrote. Emmanuel Briggs says, "What these dudes don't know is, even with a white woman as a so-called status symbol, they're only going to allow so many quote unquote successful black people to succeed anyways. There's a limit with us."
that's
Well,
true.
yeah, but you see, I don't know if that's because of the Becky though. See, I don't have any real. You see, I can't make the connection. Okay, you get with a white woman, then you're going to be successful. Chris Johnson, at the time, was the fastest man in the NFL. Landed a big multi-million-dollar contract because he ran a 4.24. That ain't had to do with no damn Becky.
Yeah, but if that happens though too many times, then it'll end up being a generations of more wealthy black people. They don't want that to happen. So
Right,
they
and
going
you right, then you had the Deion Sanders, Mr. Primetime. A lot of successful black men, although yes, it's in sports, but still some of them niggas is swirling like crazy. Now, especially the basketball. The NBA has become the vanilla flavor of sports. I mean, almost all of them niggas are swirling.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, man. The NBA don't win crazy.
The
Almost
NFL too.
almost all them niggas are swirling. I mean, every time you turn around, one of them niggas is with a white girl. On every team. On every, what is it, 82 basketball teams? No. How many on every team, niggas is swirling. There's not one team in the NBA where niggas ain't swirling. I mean, every time you turn around, one of them niggas is with a white girl.
Well, the few white dudes that's in professional sports, they all pretty much got their own woman.
Yeah. I mean, the NBA done turned into swirl central. I mean, that's swirl apocalypse over there, man.
That's about that money.
Yeah.
From what people say is that, those women are planted there in their line of sight because they know how they feel about, these Beckys, and like that's a status symbol. So they put them there. So they can be right in the line of sight for when they start making them big bucks. Then when she be married to him for a while, have a few kids, and then she gonna cash out and go back to her community. Then it's more wealthy white folks. I mean, that's just what happens.
Okay,
Instead of it going to black people.
So that money doesn't leave out of their community. It goes back into the community by white women, either divorce or he dies and leaves her all his money.
Yeah.
See, I want to go back to the 50s because I got a problem with that too. You know why? Because they wasn't that far removed from slavery.
They weren't.
I mean,
they were still in Jim Crow era. That was still in Jim Crow era.
So you going through all of this shit, you getting your ass whooped. You know what I'm saying? You getting strung up. Becky's is over here lying on you and shit, talking about you looked at her, and these crackers getting hunting parties together, and they fucking stringing your ass up in the middle of the damn street. So how the fuck are you having fight for civil rights so you can be with one of them bitches?
I guess the sentiment must have been then that I'm so great and I'm so successful that even one of these racist Beckys will marry me.
Right. And before let me make this disclaimer real quick. And before anybody come running out of here talking about, well, Max is saying bitch over there on this panel, I thought he didn't allow nobody to call black women bitches. I'm not calling black women bitches. Everybody that knows me knows that I hate Becky's, and that's the only woman that I consider a bitch.
Especially since she likes to sleep with dogs. Hey.
Yeah, she likes to sleep with dogs and shit. You know what I'm saying?
And a female dog is, so.
Yeah, right. Yeah. So I just wanted to make a statement. Somebody come running out of here talking about, yo, Max is over there calling black women bitches. No. All right, go ahead, yo. Okay, yeah, so getting back to what I'm saying, so you got Jim Crow going on, you getting your ass whooped, you getting hunted down and all this other shit, and now you go fight for civil rights just so you can be one. I don't, man, I can't get past that. What is that?
Hey, that shows the mental problem that they have.
Wow. Talking about guys like Bill Cosby, for crying out loud. A guy who preached education. You gonna tell me he was on it like that too?
No, I think he was just having fun and just doing it because he could.
Because he already was married to a black woman. Before he became famous, and So after a while, all that fame getting ahead, all that white women throwing themselves at him, easy access to all types of women.
And we
got 4 dislikes.
And he hung around probably with mostly them people. When they start getting into that business, acting and stuff, They don't hang around black people. They be hanging around predominantly white folks. So
I mean,
Yeah.
did you see the
yeah.
pictures he took? Did you see the pictures he took with these Beckys? Like he was some kind of fucking Black Father Flanagan and shit. No,
Well, that's the thing. He didn't want to be Father Flanagan. He wanted to be the sex symbol. Yeah, they with me because of sex symbol. Because when one of the women that was going out was saying, "I always saw you as a father," and he's like, I don't want to be your father figure." In other words, he didn't want her to see him as the father figure. He want her to see him as a sex symbol. Man,
Well,
but
that wasn't
you
gonna
have to
happen.
cover up for it.
wow. Well, you're about to get out of jail now.
Shucks, he might want to stay in there since he seemed to be his status in their jail is better than out here.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Be the Godfather up in there,
And you know what? And Camille is still standing by this dude, man. What
huh?
kind of black? I don't understand that. He's still standing by this dude. This dude done cheated on her 62 times. That
And
is that is insane. Nobody does that.
but they been married how long? I mean, she don't know no better. What's she gonna do now? She an old ass lady. I mean,
Yeah,
just to put it plainly.
and think about it. All through time, black women have had their men cheat on them. They don't divorce or leave their marriages over it and stuff like that. I've heard stories about different men. In my grandfather's time, they cheated. Shoot, my grandfather cheated, but the women knew about it and they didn't divorce them. They talked
Yeah.
about it. They left for
Hey,
maybe a
hey,
little while, but they came back.
hey, Hassan Burton says this is what St. G was talking about. The civil rights movement was for us to have a proximity to whiteness, especially white women. I might have to agree. I gotta
Yeah.
agree with that. When you got
Mhm.
fucking sellouts like Harry Belafonte talking crazy like that, I gotta agree with that.
But you see, Dr. King kind of recanted his statements too at the end, but it was too late by then because I think he saw that wasn't gonna be the way. By being in proximity to them, that wasn't gonna help us. But by that time, it was too late. So
And the thing about it is, you got niggas now fighting to the day, fighting tooth and nail to be accepted by white people. Why are you trying to be accepted by people who hate you and spend every waking moment of the day trying to figure out how to get rid of you?
I don't know.
What are you fighting for? The acceptance for? These niggas want to be seen and accepted by these white folks. That's like this SYSBM, man. They want to be accepted by white people. Oh, I'm not like them niggas over there. I'm different.
Yeah, they go so far as calling black folks racist and stuff now. So
Wow, wow, wow. And
Yeah.
you know what? You see, people came down on me for that stream I did, but I said today's black man is a sellout, a black woman hater. He's effeminate and he loves men. My email fucking went, got blown up. What are you talking about? But look at all of these cats turning into coons. Young Pharaoh, just to name a few, turning into coons right before our very eyes. Common done turned into a full blown coon. And he was the last nigga I ever would thought would turn into a coon.
well,
He never was
if you think
huh?
about it though, in all actuality, like I said earlier, they're talking about look at me, boss, I'm the same as you. They're and trying to impress him. They don't care about that Becky. They trying to impress him. They want to show him that I'm just as good as you. So that's the person they really care about. So that
Oh,
is
you.
bordering on a little bit. I'm just not gonna say it, but that's bordering on something else. That's who they're
How,
trying
how
to impress.
how are you showing him you're just as good as him and you don't own nothing?
Well, that's what in their twisted psychology, their twisted mentality. That's how they believe they can show that. You know,
Niggas, niggas own large fucking niggas own large collections of fucking video games. Come on, man. Really?
wearing
Fuck out of here.
superhero draws and
Yeah.
stuff. and talk.
Yeah, we
They want to do it the easy way. They want to
Yeah.
do it the easy way. The easy way is to lay up with Becky.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. Yeah, I'm
Instead of
just agree with you.
actually, building an empire or something,
and the white man owns damn near all of the jobs in this country, damn near all of the fucking real estate, farms and all that. Niggas own large video collections, toy gauntlets, and fucking um, large fucking piles of fucking Jordans and shit that they wasted money on. That's the niggas' claim to fame. Jordans, video games, and toy gauntlets.
Yeah.
How the hell are you equal to the white man? How are you just as good? You don't own shit. Matter of fact, the
Well,
shit you own, you bought from him. He sold you your shit.
well,
So,
they already had he already had a head start on the black man, and then they got even further behind trying to focus in on getting Becky's and being on this, all lives matter crap, and wanting everybody to be all, together and commingling and all that stuff. So, I mean, instead of that, focusing on that, we should have been, or they as men should have been focusing on more on building their communities and
yeah, no
creating
doubt.
stuff within those communities.
Yeah, Hassan. No doubt, man. Common, wow. I mean,
Uh,
Hassan, you know how Common was back in the day? That's the last nigga you would think would turn into. I still can't believe this nigga turned into a coon.
I
Well,
can.
now Jordan, you know what? Jordan's starting to make a 180 now, man. I think he's starting to realize, the reality, right? That all his money, he's still a nigga. The only guy who ain't figured that out yet is fucking OJ Simpson, still running around talking about he OJ. Still, still over there messing with white people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's why I don't have no sympathy for him. Guys chasing white people around, they don't like you. They trying to get rid of you, and you want to be accepted by them. You want to show. What the hell you gonna show them? They run every damn thing. What are you showing them?
Well, a lot of these black men, I think, that act like this and that are cooning like this, they just are so unhappy that they had to be born black that they just want to erase all trace of blackness. They don't want to look at anybody black, a woman that's black. They don't want their kids to be black. They don't want anything. And they want to, and so they can just sit there and imagine in their mind that, they're not black. They're just, I'm just a person. I'm just me. I'm not a black person. I'm not a black man. I'm just a man. But other people don't see you that way, you know? These
Wow.
they see you as a black man, regardless of who you marry, what your kids look like, what kind of I don't think anything could make them not see you as a black man. I mean, it's just too evident. The difference is there, and so what? It's just there. You're a
Well,
black man.
well, I guess Harry Belafonte thought the white woman saw him different. Maybe he thought that they saw him as a cobble Asian, like fucking Tiger Woods.
She saw him as a paycheck. That's what she
Yeah.
saw as.
He's
And
a
these Chinese
paycheck or a
yo,
fetish.
and these Beckys be straight ganking these dudes.
Yeah.
Tiger Woods got ganked, and she was bold about it.
Mm-hmm.
As far as she was concerned, this was a business move.
And you notice too, when they get famous and they get a Becky that ain't rich. They don't get a rich one that come from a good family.
Yeah.
They just get the regular middle class or low class one and make them rich. You
Yeah.
benefit
Some old
her.
man, some old mangy thing that's running around the neighborhood kicking garbage cans. They're gonna get her off the street and clean her up and try to pass her off as a hot chick. You know what I'm
Well,
saying?
Tiger Woods' ex wasn't she like a nanny or something?
Yeah, I think she
She
was.
didn't have her own money. She wasn't like a rich person or a high class, come from a rich family.
Look at the mentality, right? Look at the low quality that these niggas go after. I mean, you're not going after the hot ones like what's the girl named the one that was in the Avengers movies, the one that's built like a black woman, got black woman features.
I have to get
Saint
her name.
Scarlett Johansson.
Yeah.
Okay, you're not going after top shelf white women like that. You're going after these fat, nasty scavengers and shit. With all these crazy ass ailments. Super fat legs, one side of the body bigger than the other. You know what I'm saying? I mean, this is who you're going, and then you proud about it. You walking around like you missed the big stuff.
Because those kind of women have options. They can do better.
Mm-hmm.
They can get a
Yeah.
rich white man. I mean, why would they go for a black man? I mean,
Well,
it don't make sense.
what they trying to claim? They trying to claim Tommy Lahren though. Okay, she's supposed to be this white bombshell chick.
Ew. That's who
Men.
they think is a bombshell.
Yeah.
That's a crack. That she like a crack baby.
Yeah. If I'm not mistaken, she's with Charlemagne, right? Charlemagne was hitting that too.
Ugh. Yeah. See,
Is
their
Charlemagne
their,
hitting
their their idea of high class is just not. It's just not it.
Mm-hmm.
It's just not it.
Mm-hmm.
That's what they consider. That's top shelf or top tier. Really?
Yeah. Remy Nara says none of these white women these black men marry and procreate with are about anything. The only requirement is to have pale skin. No other qualifications.
That's true.
Agree with that.
Well, shucks, why can't they just go with a light-skinned black woman? At least she's black.
Apparently there's no weight limit either. I mean, she can weigh a zillion pounds.
No weight restrictions.
She can weigh a zillion pounds. They'll put some wheels on her and roll her ass down the street. They don't give a fuck.
I actually saw that in the grocery store. This Becky was on the scooter. The dude was walking next to her and trying to look embarrassed.
Oh man!
I saw
with the kids walking there too with her. She was so big she couldn't even get up and pick up her own groceries, man.
Wow!
She couldn't get up.
Shoot,
wow!
I saw this black dude go off on his big Becky. I guess he was getting tired of her. Been with her long enough. And
so you got Becky, you got Big Becky, you got Bigger Becky, and you got the biggest Becky.
The monster.
Well, we don't have the biggest Becky is stuck in the house. She can't get out of the house.
Yeah.
They got to remove walls to take her out.
You got Godzilla Becky.
They got to enlarge the doors.
You got King Kong Becky.
Knock out a wall.
You got King Kong Becky, Godzilla Becky, Rodan Becky. I mean,
oh my goodness,
guys with these horrible looking Beckys, man. And you're gonna come on social media and brag about it.
Yeah.
And then put up pictures about Beckys you can't get and don't want you. Because for one, you ain't got any money. They don't understand about that money.
The challenge is to put up the Becky they got. They ain't gonna do that.
What kills me is that they say black women are gold because like Becky ain't about that money. I mean, you can't tell she about the money. She be ganking y'all.
Yeah.
Becky is about that dollar. You talking about the black woman's a gold digger. Becky ain't playing around with you.
Yeah.
And she ain't gonna mess with you unless you got some money. Now, here, right? I've seen guys who are owner operators, got their own trucks, right? Cats who got their own trucks are doing very well for themselves. And I see them with these beat down Beckys. You see, she with somebody, she's with a black dude that got money. If he don't operate on his own shit, he got money.
Exactly. So they only get with these men for two reasons. It's either one, they got money, and two, because nobody else wants them. Mm-hmm. You know, in their own community. That's the only two reasons that I can see. You know, it ain't no other kind of benefit. They feel if it's not benefiting them, they ain't gonna do it. That's how they are.
Now, Auntie said something interesting. She said the biggest Becky is on my 600-pound life. Yeah, that was inspired by the fat over. You know, it's kind of funny they say black women are overweight, But this show is inspired and based off of overweight white people,
Yeah.
especially the
That's
Becky.
nasty. I watched a couple episodes of that show and I couldn't take it no more. I could. It was horrible.
A couple of people died off that show that they won't tell you about. You know, no. Which one was the one that you do the surgery and shit? They get the damn the
That
stomach
was
thing.
probably it. They did it on that show.
Yeah.
No, there used to be another show before that. I can't remember.
Yeah, they had this Indian doctor and shit. Some Arab doctor look all crazy and shit.
That was disgusting. When
Yeah,
they
I
showed
never
how
went
they
about
couldn't even
that.
wash themselves, they couldn't get up out of bed or nothing.
Yeah, but I got a problem with the doctor. The doctor looked fucked up. Why you letting him do surgery on you and shit? The doctor is out of shape and look all crazy and whatnot. I mean, usually you expect somebody gonna do surgery like that on you. He fit. She know what they doing. You got some mangy, grand over doctor looking crazy as fuck. Like, hold on, doc. What's up with all that, man? With you all unhealthy and shit, you like you're about to fucking kill over.
Well, Remy Norris gave the third reason. Yeah, the other reason would be because these white ladies try to get back at they daddy for some reason. So they bring a black guy home.
Oh,
They do that too. Try to get him
wow.
killed. They don't care if he get killed.
Yep.
Wow, that's
No
it. I
ma-
never looked at it that way. I never thought about that.
Yep.
Anything to make her daddy mad. Yeah. Yeah,
Wow.
that is another reason. Yeah, I've heard of that too.
That's interesting. I never looked at. So they rebelling against white daddy,
Hmm
you know, and they bring these niggas home to get shot.
I mean,
Listen,
how does it feel? Do they even think about it though? How they feel when it's not a good reason they're being brought home or whatever today? They don't even. I mean, do they not even care? Do they have any kind of dignity? Or to know that it's just not genuinely for them as a person. I would feel like crap.
Yeah, but here's my okay. So okay. So I can't get past. All right, forget about the status thing now. Now we want to. Now you're saying the black woman can't help you progress, right? So are you progressing with the Becky?
What
How
is
are you
she
progressing with
doing?
the Becky? I don't know because the niggas I see with Becky's look like they homeless and that they play video games all day or something. I don't see any progress.
I mean, they act like she being the secretary, the accountant, helping out with and she ain't doing none of that shit. She just sitting there collecting some cash. She's stacking her
You know,
her cash up in the bank.
and they can't document it either. They can't tell you, well, this is what the Becky
No.
did. You know, the Becky, she well, what's the guy named that played Power Man on the Netflix special Power Man, the dark skinned
Power
black
Man.
dude. Yeah, he played the superhero Luke Cage
Oh,
on
I
the
don't know his
Netflix.
name.
Now he's married to a Becky, right?
Hmm
He said that Becky held him down when he didn't have nothing.
What? But did he say how? Did she get out
I
and get
guess
her
when
ass a job?
I guess when he had nothing. I guess when he had nothing, that means he didn't have any job. He had no place to stay, and I guess she let him stay with her, and
Oh,
she
so she let him mooch off of her. Okay, I get it.
and
Okay,
I
so
guess
you had a self-esteem problem.
I guess she inspired him. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, you're black, okay, and you are going to be successful.
I doubt that's what happened.
Right, but yeah. So I guess he took that and ran with it and turned into Luke Cage. And, you know, I guess that she said that the nigga thought he was bulletproof. That's how he got that role, right? You know, Luke Cage.
She
Because
gave him
Luke
that
Cage
much
is bulletproof.
confidence. He thought he could stop
Yeah,
bullets.
yeah.
Damn.
That nigga thought, that's what he said. He said she held him down. She said she was there for him when he had nothing.
Well,
I
if she
mean,
was there for him when he had nothing, I give him props for keeping her for now. But still, I just want to know what this holding down is. Like you said, I don't understand what.
I have a problem with that because a black woman will hold you down when you have less than nothing.
Yeah, and they'll dump her as soon as they get some money.
Yeah, man,
And
I've
start.
seen black women pull niggas off the street that were face down in the gutter
Yeah, I wouldn't do that.
and give them places to stay. You understand what I'm saying? Give the motherfucker money to go look for jobs. I've seen all of this. I've seen black women do that. I've seen black women put their bodies in harm's way trying to protect dudes from the police.
Yeah.
I bet you know Becky gonna do that. So I don't. Yeah, I got a problem with him saying, "Well, she had me down the head." No, well, black women will hold you down too, but black women, a lot of black men now who got less than nothing.
Yeah. Yeah, black women are the queens of holding men down. I tell you that much. And
Yeah,
and
and
not
so
and not to their benefit a lot of times. It doesn't benefit them at all.
Right.
So
let me ask you a question. How do you feel about a black man who comes out of a black woman called a nasty, floppy, disgusting thing like a Becky, a status symbol?
I
How do
don't know.
y'all
Maybe
feel?
it would hit me harder if I had a son, but I don't have a son. I got a grown daughter. So I mean, I don't. I don't know. I just kind of think like, what? What are they talking about? How is it a status?
I
I
mean,
just always have the question, what status? You know?
I mean, a beautiful black woman gave you life, and you out here talking crazy, talking about something. This flea, this rabies flea riddle thing is a status symbol. Look, it's like this here, right? If you got a Becky for a girlfriend, and your neighbor got a dog, you understand what I'm saying? And used to be friends with the dog every time you go to work, and then one day you come back and the dog is growling at you and shit. That's because you done had sex with your girl.
Well, from what I'm seeing is okay. The status is that I got enough money now. I guess for the ones who have money, I have enough money now that I can afford to pay somebody to be with me, pay a Becky to be with me. So,
Yeah,
because
but you
that's
can't.
basically what they're doing.
But you can't even trust her, right? Because if your neighbor got a next dog, you got Spotty's next door, right? Spotty a big old Rottweiler and shit. You and Spotty used to be cool. One day you come home, Spotty growling, and you trying to figure out what's going on, and you go in the house, and it smell like Spotty been in there. You know what I'm saying? And she trying to act like ain't nothing going down. So Spotty doing your woman to the point where you come home one day, Spotty's still in the house. You know what I'm saying? You go in there and find Spotty in the bed with your woman, and he look at you like you ready to whoop your ass. He ain't trying to leave. I mean, so. I'm saying, Spotty ain't trying to leave now. He said, "Fuck you. It's my woman." So my thing is, you with a woman that at times sexually can't tell the difference between you and a goddamn dog.
she mess around and have a litter in 9 months.
I'm saying, man, like, yo, man, you gotta take her to the fucking, but you gotta get vet insurance. You understand what I'm saying? Because the bitch gonna catch rabies and fleas and shit. You know what I'm saying? If you got a dog, you gotta buy 2 dog collars, one for him, one for her. Okay?
His and
You can't
hers.
you can't walk down the street and pass a fire hydrant without her freaking the fuck out. You understand what I'm saying? Because that's where the dogs hang out at. You know what I mean? So
Y'all riding in the car, she got her head out the window.
exactly. With her tongue out in the fucking wind and shit. You understand what I'm saying? You got dogs in the neighborhood that used to be cool with. Now that you done brought this Becky in there, about a week later, they ready to whoop your ass because they want her. It's bad when the dog don't want to bite you; he just want to whoop your ass. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying? Because he wants your woman. And he looking at you like, man, I'll beat your ass. I ain't gotta bite you, motherfucker. I will take my paw and bust you in your motherfucking mouth. I mean, so this is what you face with when you dealing with a Becky because you got to worry about her having sex with four-legged animals. And it ain't just a dog. It ain't just a dog.
Horses, whatever.
Horses, goats. Didn't they see one with a parakeet? Nah, not the parakeet. She didn't do the parakeet. You
oh.
know what I'm saying? But we've also seen. I've had it on the show that we've had us. We put on a display of a white woman marrying a dog, and she was the ugliest white woman I've ever seen in my whole life. It looked like her face was put together like a jigsaw puzzle. Y'all remember that?
Mm-hmm.
I
The
don't
one that
know.
got married to the dog?
Oh, I think I remember seeing that.
Yeah.
Yeah. And she actually had it got on. She actually got on camera and showed her face.
Zippy Boom, who were you, man? Well, we don't know if you're male or female. And yeah, everybody has a wrench here because they are big time supporters. They've been here for a long time. We don't just give people wrenches to show. We don't know you. So hang around for a little while and we'll see if you earn a wrench, okay? But glad to have you. Go ahead, Bell. What you were saying?
No, I mean, I was just saying that. I forgot what I was saying. I don't know. I'm getting
Yeah, but you
tired.
see, but you see, yeah, but here's my thing though, right? You were the black woman, and a black woman is very cleanly, okay? And so you want to risk getting diseases that dogs get, like rabies and ringworm, and well, I don't know about ringworm, but what else do dogs get?
Mange.
Yeah, man. You risk getting all these goddamn fucking diseases and shit because you want to be with a Becky, you
Pablo.
know? So if motherfucker tell me that my woman, a black woman, is a gold digger, yeah, well I'm gonna say, well, your woman is a dog molester, all right? You walking around here molesting dogs.
But I
Oh,
mean, that's the same. The Becky only want them for money too. So I mean, what difference? So you rather give it to the Becky and not and you hate black women that much that you just don't want to give anything to her? You know,
I think they, I think they secretly want to have sex with animals.
something.
I think they do. I mean, if you get with a Becky, I think you have an interest in having sex with animals. You want to see what that's like. You know what I'm saying? Because this woman has sex with farm animals. I mean, dogs.
And that's a fact. So this is not just speaking. That's a fact. We've known this has happened.
And and we got a video of Becky's marrying dogs, taking dogs on for husbands.
Yeah.
so
You
she's
know,
marrying the dog.
I don't
And
know.
I bet it
I
just
don't know
wasn't on
what.
paper, and you know it wasn't
Yeah,
just
but
on
I don't
paper.
know. Yeah, but I don't know what's crazier: Becky marrying the dog, or the people that showed up to marry her to the dog. I
Uh,
don't
Yeah.
know which one is worse. You know.
they co-signing the
So,
marriage.
yeah, I mean, they went through a whole goddamn ceremony.
Wait a
Hold on, let me
minute.
go. I'll find it. I'm gonna find it. Y'all get into it. I'll be right back.
Maybe they dog lovers too.
I don't know.
Okay. All right. Oh, but I was saying that you know that well, should, that the Beckys are a status symbol like the rims, the gold grills. Sometimes they go for cheap and easy.
Yeah. Well, and another thing, just like you said, like a status is a status symbol because like the grills and the rims, now they can afford them. You know,
Mhm.
because they ain't gonna just take them for nothing. You know, if they have to have something to offer.
Mhm.
You know, they're not going to just be with them and or marry them and have kids with them just for free.
Mhm. Mhm.
You know, it's like what you got? What you giving me?
Yep. And I think the ones with the big ones, they choose. You're right. It's easier to get them than it
Okay.
is to get the.
Just like I promised people, the link is in the chat. That is a white woman marrying a dog. It is entire. It is a full ceremony. She has witnesses. She has a justice of the. Wait a minute. What is not a justice of the peace? Right? No, no. It's a.
Yeah,
Yeah.
What the hell is that? That marries the person.
The
yeah, that's the
preacher?
justice of the peace, right?
It must be
Uh,
just to preach.
Yeah, it's justice of the peace.
okay. Oni asks a question. She says, "Do you guys think swirling is a mental disorder?" Yeah, I
Mm-hmm.
do.
Uh-huh. Exactly.
Hey, y'all want to answer Zippy Boom's questions? He seems to be booming with
What
questions.
kind of channel is this? What do you hear? That's what kind of channel it is. If you listening, you hear what kind of channel it is. That's somebody coming in to be disruptive on the
I know.
heels of somebody else that just came in here, but I'm not
I
gonna
know.
speak.
I
So
know the name is. I mean, the name is so obvious too. Zippy
yeah,
Boom.
Well, is it time for Smack Patrol?
Oh my goodness. Somebody want to put some boom boom to Zippy Boom. Mods, time to unload. Zippy Boom is the target. Uh,
well, but yeah, I think it is a mental disorder and how it's displayed. You know,
yeah, I
because
do.
of it wouldn't be a mental disorder if it wasn't, or it wouldn't be obviously that if the reason
Yeah,
they were
yeah,
doing it and the way they were doing it. I think that has something to do with it, if you know what I mean. Because
hold on one second.
Hold
Get him, Ori. Get him, Ori. Take care of that. Yeah, handle your business, Ori. I'm sorry. Go ahead,
but I'm
Bell.
saying the way that it's being done and for the reasons it's being done shows that it is a mental issue. Because
Yeah,
it's not being done because, oh, I love this person and I fell in love with him. It's because, oh, it's a status symbol. This is that reason, that or another. It's not anything that has to do with love or caring or supporting each other, or I'm trying to show this person up, or I'm trying to stick it to this person. It's the reasons it's being done. That's what I think is the problem. You know,
yeah,
and
yeah.
how
It
you
might.
seem to forget where you come from and who you are when you get with these people.
Yeah, my whole thing is, yeah, you gotta have a mental issue because I
Yeah,
don't see how the hell you study the history of our people and see what the fuck happened to us, and as a black man, knowing all these atrocities that they put us through and are still putting us through, as you see one of them monsters as a status symbol, you got to be mental. It's got to be something mentally wrong with you because I,
Mm-hmm.
I, I absolutely refuse to believe that you're in your right state of mind. So yeah, no doubt, it's a mental disorder. It's got to be.
yeah.
It's got to be. Got to be. It's absolutely got to be because you out of your fucking mind. You know. Hold on one second. Let me. All right. Okay. I was just checking something. And yeah. And and one last thing I want to touch on, because we getting close to the end here. Um, did Eartha Kitt start a with that answer? Did she display a double standard with that answer? Is that a
Yes.
double standard?
I don't know because the industry that she's in, I'm echoing here. What's going on?
Let's see.
Hey, so,
Let me
somebody
try.
needs to mute or something. I'm echoing a lot.
Hold on.
Okay.
Okay. No.
All right, that sounds better. Um, but the industry that she's in, they ain't gonna be like us mainstream regular black people. So, um, if 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 these men are saying that's what they have to do to get ahead, she feel like she had to do the same thing. I don't know. So it can't be a double standard. It's actually the same standard, isn't it?
Yeah, I would say so, but you know how they're gonna
No,
look at it. They're gonna look at it like
the double
it's
standard was she got heat from it.
Oh
Um,
yeah, that
yeah.
was a double standard.
Mhm.
That's always the case.
but you
Yeah.
know what? I look at it like this here. I really don't have a I mean, if okay, do we have a right to pursue the people we want? Yes.
Yeah.
Now, me being pro black, I'm staying with black women. That's my preference. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Um, but some people may see it differently. You know, they look at it like, well, you know, the black women or the black men I want, are not aren't available.
You know what? Maybe she was just thinking, she was just a very proud person. She wanted these particular black men or black men that seemed to up to par to her, a particular type. And she
Mhm.
probably felt like, well, if I can't get the black man that I want, I'm just go get another man. So she felt like she didn't want to settle just for somebody that maybe was beneath her. Maybe she felt like they were these other men that she could do better or whatever.
She
Why should
has.
she have to settle for them? You know?
Well, you know what? Maybe she wouldn't settle for them if we had more successful black men.
Well, yeah, that's true.
Mhm. Mhm.
No, if we wasn't raising womanizers, if we wasn't raising our young boys to hate women, maybe we would have more successful black men, and there'd be a large number of black men for black women like Eartha Kitt to choose from.
Right.
But since we got these boys running around here reading pimp books, disrespecting black women, becoming completely disrespectful, hating black women, and then thinking it's okay to date outside their race, we don't have a large contingent of successful black men for the black woman to choose from. It's like I said before, the black woman is in a situation right now where she's choosing the best from the worst.
Yeah.
Because that's what black men have left. That's what the poor leadership, the failed black male leadership have left the black woman, has left her in that position.
Right.
She's in that position because of failed black male leadership. So she has no choice but to pick the best from the worst.
Well, and then actually she settled anyway. But
Yeah.
so I'm echoing again. I don't know what this is. But she settled anyway because she settled for a white man. Apparently she didn't want to marry one, but she just did. Maybe he had something to do with what industry she was in or whatever. She felt like, well, if I can't have the black man I want, at least I'm gonna get with a man that can benefit me professionally. That may have been her thing, but um, yeah, she could. I mean, she could have sat around too as a black woman and waited for another comparable black man to come around. But she probably figured in, well, I'm not going to find any more guys or not many guys like these guys I want. So I might as well just do something that's beneficial for me. And like I said, these people that are in that industry, they're different from us. They can do this stuff. Even though she did get judged harshly, um, I mean, they can pull it off. She was doing something to benefit herself. Well,
Well, from what I read of Eartha Kitt, she felt that once again that maybe she felt once again that she's been turned away from the black community. Um, and she figured, okay, I can't get the black man I want. I'll settle for a white man who could take care of me.
all right.
hmm But
All right. Uh-huh.
but
Okay, sounds.
I wonder if she wasn't mixed and that she hadn't dealt with what she had dealt with, would she have so easily go over to get with a white man? But because think of us, black women, there's too many of us never even thought of it, can't see it, don't find the attraction in the white man. But being mixed, you don't fit in any one group or the other, especially at that time period in that area she was at. So maybe it made her more willing to see herself being with a white man, especially when
Yeah,
she can get
probably.
the black man she wanted.
Yeah, maybe so.
All right, ladies, we have come to the end of the show. Y'all like to say y'all last words before we wrap it up?
Okay. Well, first, I hate to bring this up, but Ori, we do not say the B word in the chat. I don't care if we're angry or who is that. We do not say the B word in the chat.
Unless we're
Let me,
talking about a Becky.
unless we're talking
But
about a
if it's
bit. And since we don't know what
yeah,
which category Zippy falls in, it's best to err on the side of caution.
well, Zippy's a troll.
Yeah.
Yeah, trolls don't count. Zippy's a troll.
So okay, well, y'all cool with the
Yeah,
trolls being
yeah,
the
man.
B word?
Yeah,
Okay. All right
yeah,
then.
yeah. We cool with the trolls being disrespected because they're coming in here with no other intention but to be disruptive.
All
So
right.
we cool with them being disrespected.
Okay, well shucks, I don't have no problem neither, but
Right.
I was
If they
trying to.
don't if they don't want to be called out their name, they don't come in here being disrespectful and disruptive.
All
You
right.
know?
Then all right, Ori, I
Yeah,
apologize. I'm
I have
cool
no
with it
problem
too.
with I have no problem with Ori addressing the troll.
Okay. All right.
Well, the thing I had to say is that that's sad that Eartha Kitt had to go through that, and just for a man to just outright tell her,
Yeah.
I'll sleep with you, but that's about it. You can't do nothing for me. That's some sad stuff back, especially back then. I mean, it had to hurt even more when you didn't see that as often happening, back in the 50s. So that had to be like a real slap in the face.
And
Um,
then you also got to look at her mentality too, the way she was raised.
yeah.
She probably was raised with a certain mentality, not to settle for less. So,
Mm-hmm.
she's looking for high caliber black men.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
she's not into that. Okay, I'm going to go down into JoJo's Chicken Shack and get me some old nigga that's been sleeping under cars for 3 weeks. I'm not doing. She ain't doing it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? She feels that she's a high, classy lady, and she wants somebody to match that.
Right.
And those men that were in that class, they were with white women.
Yeah,
What do
that's
you think,
sad.
Daniel?
Yeah.
Dang.
Huh? Oh, well, yeah, because that's a person that yeah, they understand what you go through career wise, and there's less jealousy. It's not that there weren't other black men, but in her, in on the same level career wise as her. You know,
Right.
especially in the 50s, in the 50s, you know, you know, every just about every celebrity I know when they got involved or married a man that wasn't on their career level or the same field
Mm.
of their career, there was an issue with their careers. You know, the constant going, the touring, other men seeing them or calling for their attention, and they end up breaking up. Think about how many celebrities, black women celebrities, and when they married someone who wasn't of the same status as them or a similar career path as them, they end up being divorced, and their career was a strain on their marriage.
Yeah.
So
I
it
agree.
would make sense that you will go with black men of the same status, career level as you are.
Okay,
You
dang,
know,
we trying
because
to.
you're thinking of for permanent.
All
Yep.
right. Okay. Well. Okay. All right, y'all. So we've come to the end of the show. I'd like to thank everybody for tuning in to Ladies Night, and we will be back again Saturday. And no, and listen, we will probably air it on a new channel as well. We're gonna probably air Ladies Night on two channels. Okay, the new one that we're working on, which is not ready yet, but it should be ready by next week, which is the VPN channel. And then we're gonna also air it, but the way we do it on the Every Star Network won't be the same way we'll do it on the BPN channel. Okay, so both channels are gonna have a different version of Ladies Night. Okay, so Dame, I got the music. Don't worry about the music. I got the music. All right,
Okay.
so I just want to thank all the E Nation for showing up, representing strong. We did great numbers tonight. I'd like to thank the ladies on the panel, Belle, Dame, Frankie for coming through, making this a very interesting ladies' night. Of course, my main man Hassan and T. And T, how you doing on your 1 o'clock challenge? Listen, don't forget we are still doing the 1 o'clock challenge. For those who want to join in and lose weight, you can be a man, you can be a female. It don't matter. It's going to work for both of you. If you're interested, hit us up on Discord. We're in day 12. We got people doing really, really good. They're losing weight. They're feeling good about themselves and walking around smiling. So they're getting their esteem up. All right. So we're about that health. Okay. So thank everybody for coming in. I appreciate it. And shout out to Auntie, On They Do Say, Remy Norris, Hassan Burton, and the whole crew. We'll see you guys next week on Ladies Night. Don't forget to look out for Gangster Talk during the week. All right.
Good night,
All right. All
y'all.
right. Good night, everybody. Peace, power, and unity. We gone.